Hello, greetings, welcome back to the Drummond channel. It's June 1st, Sunday morning, and this is an update to what I put out the other day with the silver market, the NASDAQ, and Bitcoin, how those markets played out during the week, and are those forecasts, those longer term forecasts, still in place? So let's get started. Starting with the monthly chart, where did price hold? Well, price closed at the monthly envelope top and at a monthly 5.9 down. So we see market stopping in that area, and we're going to see the weekly chart that price is going to move inside the envelope with Sunday's open. And also look at the flow on this daily bar. Got way up above the envelope top, way up above and into the oncoming, above the oncoming, and then it closed back down inside the envelope. So there's a huge change in flow on a daily basis. For Monday's bar, this oncoming is still pushing a little bit higher, and this area, the cyan line called the spike or the airbag, whichever one you like, that's still moving a little bit higher. But we're inside the daily envelope. We're going to be inside the weekly envelope, and I'm going to expect that this weekly PL dot will get tested, and just a little bit lower is the weekly envelope bottom, which is also right here at the quarterly PL dot. And let me draw in just some additional Drummond lines here for the new monthly bar. We talked about this in the previous update, so 22,000 and a little bit above, 5.1 down. That's a target area. Weekly target area 22.4. There's also going to be a weekly 6.1 down in this area around 21,600. And then also on the daily chart, there's going to be a daily 5.9 down just above that daily envelope top. So there's a cluster of resistance in that 21,600, 22,500, 21,600 range, and we'll see how that plays out. Support area, again, weekly envelope bottom, weekly PL dot, and then much farther down is going to be the monthly PL dot just below 20,000. For the silver market, well, it just didn't get going anywhere last week. And there's still this cluster of support, and that's the quarterly PL dot, monthly PL dot, and the yearly envelope top, and that's still holding. And you can see it a little bit more clearly here on the weekly chart. So price is going to come, depending on if there's any gap in the market, it's still going to be sitting on top of the weekly PL dot. And daily chart's showing a little bit of weakness because we're down below the daily PL dot, and but the oncomings are lining up here at the daily envelope bottom, and where the weekly envelope bottom is coming up, it's moving up a little bit higher. So still quite a bit of support in here, and I'm still anticipating silver is going to pop. It's coiling up, it seems to me. And lastly, Bitcoin, and I talked about this a while back. I showed a chart where I had both Bitcoin and the NASDAQ overlaid on each other, and how those markets were moving in sympathy to one another. And that's still fairly apparent to me, speculative movement. And if I didn't have the weekly chart labeled, for instance, it'd be a little hard to tell the difference between weekly weekly NASDAQ and weekly Bitcoin. So right now, the focus time period being weekly, we see some weakness, and we see weakness coming down into a cluster of support between weekly envelope bottom, where the monthly envelope top is moving up, and also the quarterly envelope top. So there's still that huge area of support there, but right now the daily is trending down. It's in there have been 3 C waves to the downside, so we expect a little bit weaker prices on the daily chart, and when the daily bar closes back inside the envelope, and it does in an area of support, then that's the first indication that, okay, this little downward trend is over. And coming back over here to the monthly chart, we see, we're in a monthly C wave up for May. We're going to be coming in, opening up above the monthly envelope top. So again, the monthly trend is very good, is very bullish. Daily, weekly, we're showing some weakness. Some Drummond lines to pay attention to for the week. There's a little bit of support, a little bit of resistance located at the weekly envelope top. On the monthly chart, 5-1, 5-2 down combination. And again, that's way up there, what I said, 120. So there is some room to run to the upside. And again, you can see the oncoming for the month of June has now started to move lower. So there were accumulating resistance up in this area. But again, it's still quite a bit higher. Looking for the daily chart, the lower time period to lead the way, and for this daily to get back inside the envelope and get above the PL dot and start pushing higher in a daily C wave. And we'll look for that first target area of 115. If you have any questions about any of this, let me know, and have a great week.